Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn y como siempre, I am so grateful you are here. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you and guiding you through 8 journaling prompts directly inspired by the energetic theme surrounding our very first new moon of this calendar year, that is 2024. A new moon in Capricorn taking place on January 11th on the 111 portal, which I feel is just so cool and really is adding the extra oomph to this new moon that is bringing forth and initiating a new cycle. A lot of renewal is taking place within us as individuals and as a collective. And I'm really praying that these 8 prompts I'm about to share with you and guide you through really do assist you in moving forward very consciously, mindfully, and really also assist you in coming into greater alignment with the dreamer in you, with the alchemist in you, with the seer in you. So without further ado, let's get into these 8 prompts. And as I guide you through each and every single one of them, you will also get a feel for what the energetic themes surrounding this new moon are. So let's get into these 8 journaling prompts. In what ways am I seeing myself and life with new eyes, new vision, new clarity? This past year, and truly the past few years, have really been transformative for each and every single one of us. Each and every single one of us have undergone a transformation that has changed us and has changed the way that we see life, that we see ourselves. And I think in the progression of the past few years, we have really grown consciously aware of what these changes have been and how these changes have changed us and our eyes, right? We have a new pair of eyeballs. These eyeballs have new vision, new clarity, new sight. And I really wanted us to kind of lean into that imagery of having new eyes and get curious about how it is that we're seeing ourselves differently, how it is that we're seeing life differently with these new eyes, with this new vision, with this new clarity. So what has this been for you? What have these new ways been? What have these new ways been for you? I don't know why. Anyways, yeah. What have these new ways been for you? How have you been seeing yourself and seeing life? Not just your life, but all life with new eyes. What have these new ways been for you? How am I intending to understand myself and life more deeply? How are you intending to understand yourself more deeply? How are you intending to understand life more deeply? With all the awakening that we have been experiencing as individuals and as a collective in the past year, in the past years, there has been this desire to invest time and energy into a deeper understanding, right? A lot of depth has been introduced and activated in our lives. And I really do intuitively feel and believe that this upcoming year is going to bring forth so many more activations of depth and expansion. And this prompt is inviting us to lean into that energy and really set those intentions of actively participating in the depth of our understanding of ourselves and of life. So take a moment here with this prompt as you accept this invitation and journal what it is that you intend to understand more deeply about yourself and life, and really affirm that those understandings and that depth will be reached in the upcoming year, in the upcoming years. So take this as an opportunity, not just with this prompt, but with all of these prompts, to be setting your intentions. What new possibilities have I been exploring mentally, physically, and spiritually? Let's really bring forth the dreamer in us, the explorer in us, the believer in us, and journal about all the new possibilities that we have been beginning to give ourselves permission to dream, to imagine, to explore. What new possibilities have you been playing around with mentally, physically, and spiritually? And if you're listening to this and feeling like, oh my gosh, I haven't really given myself that permission yet, let this be the moment where you are giving yourself that permission now. And let this be the moment where you begin to explore the new possibilities. So, all of that said, what are the new possibilities you've been exploring, you are exploring, not just mentally, but physically and spiritually as well? And please allow yourself to be limitless, to have fun. And in your journaling, in your reflecting on this, also take a moment to take the seat of the observer and observe what limitations may come up for you. Observe what you believe is possible for you, and consciously, actively challenge yourself lovingly to explore even greater possibilities, right? To expand your boundaries a bit. So have fun with this one. And again, set intentions with this one too. Which kinds of support do I need to remain soft and open in life? This is a really beautiful question. I love this prompt. And I encourage you to not just take this prompt as it is, but to also reword this prompt so that you can really take note of and acknowledge the support that you need to live life the way that you desire to live it, not just in a soft way and not just in an open way, but what are other ways you desire to live your life? And what support do you know you need in order to live life that way? So let's say, for example, that yes, I am desiring to live a soft life. I am desiring to live life openly with an open heart and an open mind. But I'm also really desiring to live liberating life. I'm desiring to live creative life, a adventurous life, a romantic life, right? Think about the kind of life you desire to live and how it is that you desire to show up in life, right? And really get real with yourself. And again, take note of, acknowledge the support you need, you need in order to live that kind of life, in order to show up in life in that kind of way. So, which kinds of support do you know you need to remain soft and open, to remain vulnerable, right, and open-hearted? What support do you need in order to really live that reality? In what ways do I practice self-care as I undergo change? How have you been practicing self-care? How have you been caring for yourself and your needs and your wants as you've undergone changes, as you've evolved, as you've transformed? What has that self-care looked like? And again, if you're listening to this prompt and you're like, I honestly have not been caring for myself that much as I've undergone change. If that feels like that's the case for you, I'm sure you have learned that you do need to care for yourself as you undergo change, right? That self-care isn't something that you practice when things are settled and taken care of and life is good and things are a bit more easily attainable. We honestly may even need to practice and prioritize even more self-care when things are a bit rough and life is a little hard and situations may not be ideal, right? The care needs to be even more present, especially with us ourselves, caring for ourselves. So if you feel like you have not really cared for yourself through the changes that you've been experiencing, allow this moment and your time with this prompt to be the time where you affirm and set those intentions that, yes, from now on, as I undergo change, when I undergo change, my self-care is going to look like this. I'm going to prioritize caring for myself in these ways. I know that when I practice this kind of self-care, it helps me feel more at ease when I'm journeying through the unknown, when I am navigating uncertainty. So, my friends, in what ways do you practice self-care when you undergo change? How would I describe my concept of and relationship with time and how that affects the way I spend my time? This is a very interesting prompt, and it may feel a little random, but I know that we have been more conscious of, more mindful of how it is that we are spending our time, how it is that we are investing our energy. And I know that all of us are intending to spend our time and invest our energy more wisely. And I'm really encouraging us in this prompt, through this prompt, to reflect on our concept of time and how our concept of time affects how we spend our time, how we invest our energy, right? Reflect on how our relationship with time affects how we spend our time and invest our energy. Have there been changes recently in your concept of time, in your relationship with time, that have changed how you spend your time? So this is a very reflective, contemplative, interesting prompt, right? That ultimately is intending and encouraging us to see the correlation between our concept of time, our relationship with time, and how we spend our time and invest our energy. When I think about staying the course, what does that mean and look like to me? When you think about staying the course, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to stay the course? And what does that look like to you in this moment in time, under this Capricorn new moon, as we've stepped into this new calendar year? What does it mean and what does it look like to you to stay the course? And I'm always intentional about the order of which I share these prompts with you. And this prompt is near the end because I feel like with all the prompts that we've journaled, that you've chosen to journal, because of course you're not obligated to journal every single one of these prompts. I know that can be a lot. But with what you've journaled so far, there's information there for you, right? There are insights there for you in your journaling that are kind of showing you, are kind of molding the course for you, right? They're molding the course for you. Look back at what you've journaled and see how what you've journaled defines the course that you may need to stay on to bring forth these manifestations, these desires, these needs. So yeah, this is also a prompt that is kind of asking you to take a moment to really get clear on what the course even is for you right now, right? And what staying on it means to you, looks like, and what that ultimately may bring forth for you if you do stay on the course. Where and what is the beauty in what I'm working with right now? Where is the beauty in what you've got going on in life right now? What is the beauty in what you've got going on in your life right now? In what you're working with, in what you're blessed with, in what resources you currently have, in the environment you're surrounded by, in the relationships you're engaging with, in what is present in your present paradigm, right? Where's the beauty in it all? What is the beauty in it all? And I really wanted to leave you with this prompt. You know, personally more so, do feel in alignment with the new year being in the spring, with the spring equinox, right? But I do also acknowledge that the new calendar year really does bring forth a sense of renewal, of new beginnings for the collective. A lot of the collective energy is in the new calendar year. And a lot of us are sensing and do sense new beginnings during this time. And winter, honestly, is such an ideal time for us not to necessarily take action and hit the ground running, but it is such a beautiful time for us to set intentions, to reflect, to contemplate, to journal, to turn inward, and to think deeply, to dream, to ponder, to analyze, to observe. And this prompt, what I'm leaving you with here is just an encouragement to place your attention on the beauty that is right in front of you, right? And to begin practicing now, seeing the beauty in the now moment, and gifting yourself unconditional beauty, knowing that there is beauty, limitless beauty in abundance, and is an invitation for us all to move forward in the upcoming year, in the upcoming years, knowing that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and making it a conscious practice to see where the beauty is and what the beauty is and what we currently have. And that, my friends, are the 8 journaling prompts for our upcoming Capricorn new moon taking place on January 11th, 2024 on the 111 portal. Such a beautiful, powerful, divinely aligned initiation, new beginning, opportunity for us all. And I really do pray that these prompts really assist you in coming into greater divine alignment with your higher self, and that you're walking away feeling more comfortable, confident, and clear-minded, clear-hearted. And I would love to know which one of these prompts really resonated with you, really moved you, really brought forth a lot of revelation and realization and reflection in you and for you. So I hope to connect with some of you in the comment section. I love creating and cultivating community in the comment section of my videos, and I look forward to sharing space with you in my next video. So thank you so much for being here, for bringing me into your present moment, and blessed Capricorn new moon, my friends. Bye.